Hey man, this is LP with S&W Service and Repair, and I just want to shout out to Mike Sneed, man. Mike Sneed done turned us all on, and I was at the parts store in Dallas. Shout out to Reliable Parts in Irving. Them my girls over there. It's Vicky and David and my friend that never ages. You know, she wasn't feeling good yesterday, but hey man, say man. There's a lot of folks in that thing, you know, and I just stayed with Vicky because I had returns and she had all my parts that I had already ordered and had shipped to that store to pick up. I seen a couple brothers, you know, and I wanted to say something, but I was so caught up in my talking, my BSing with everybody, getting coffee, and I was on the way out finally. And I saw this brother, and he was sitting in the truck, you know, and I had got in my truck, and I said, man, I'm finna go holler at him. That's just how I am. I'm gonna go holler at him. So I went over there and knocked on his window because he was in the phone. He was kind of like, what up? And I was like, man, you own your own business? He like, yeah. I was like, man, me too. I just, you know, wanted to come introduce myself because I saw you in the car store. And a lot of people don't own their own business that I seen in there. But, you know, I just kind of wanted to get to know the brothers that own their own appliance repair companies. And we got to chopping it up, man. And Mike Sneed, man, I know sometimes you go on a tangent about, you know, the other YouTubers and sometimes how you don't be getting the views that you know, justly deserve. But, man, you really out here changing brothers' lives, and you slick don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? You low-key don't even know it. You know, man, I talked to the brother, and his cousin had put him on, and he told me they had always been real tight, and it was another cousin and another friend, so they took all four of them took the Master Samurai class. And after they took the Master Samurai class, one of them hooked up, he didn't tell me his name, with Mike Sneed, and brought back the game to all the brothers, all of the homies, and they all have 4 separate companies, man. And, you know, it was through Mike Sneed and him putting the battery in their back, but they chose to go to Master Samurai first, and all of them did the work together. But they ultimately, it came through Mike Sneed. So Mike, man, I don't want you to ever feel down, man. You really is changing brothers' lives. And a lot of times they don't get online and say anything or post. But man, these guys out here, they really moving and grooving, doing what they supposed to do and staying under the radar, you know. So I just want you guys to make sure y'all know Mike Sneed really is changing brothers' lives, and you know it might not be reflected in the views and all of the subs online, but I'm telling you, man, this guy Mike Sneed is really making an impact out in the real world. And a lot of times you want that to translate into the internet world, but the real world don't really translate into the internet world, man. You know, it's a lot of faking and shaking and rebranding and repurposing on the internet. And a lot of times people on the internet don't really want to hear real stuff, you know. They just want to be entertained. And, you know, appliance repair really ain't about entertaining. It's about helping you stop maintaining and to start flourishing and growing. And that's what Brother Mike Sneed has done for me and so many others. And I just want to make sure that he knows from boots on the ground that people really are listening to him and moving and in the way that he's told them to move, you know. But a lot of people just don't get back online to you know, broadcast it out live, man. I know I made up quite a few videos, but the amount of work that I have, I just don't, you know, really have time to be up on here. I'm driving, listening to audiobooks. I'm driving, prepping myself with appliance repair videos before I get to calls. And you have to really be intentional about making these videos. And a lot of times I'm like, man, make the video or get prepped. And I'm choosing get prepped every time, you know, because getting prepped helped me get to the bag. So I just want to let you guys know, man, Mike Sneed really is changing lives. He really is doing his thing, you know. And if you really want to change your life, you might want to get in that appliance boot camp, man. My cousin in North Carolina, down the street from Selma, he brought the program about 2 weeks ago. I'm looking forward to him going down in April to the appliance boot camp, because he's already paid. He's already studying up and taking the videos and putting them to work. So, man, I just want you guys to know that Mike Sneed is the truth in the real world, not the internet world, in the real world. And I want to give him his flowers, his roses, his just due right now on this video, because a lot of times, you know, we'll start comparing ourselves to others who do fake stuff, and the real don't need to do that. And Mike Sneed is the real. So I just want to big up him and make sure he know that brothers out here really moving and grooving, doing their thing, shocking and rocking, and making it happen out here. So Mike Sneed, I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you've done for me and the rest of the Appliance Boot Camp alumni. And man, see, I just ran into a brother, and from that one brother, there's 4 brothers that are out here with their own company getting it, Mike. You did that, Mike Sneed. You helped them. So that's more than any of them fake subs, any of them fake views, any of them internet trolls out there doing, Mike. They ain't doing what you're doing, man. You are the one.